Yo, what's good? You may be wondering, why do I have background noise? Again, I feel like I'm not gonna normalize it, but time to time I will do that because I don't know, I'm just fucking different and like not ordinary. It's like I said in my last video, it's like going to sleep with the TV on for some reason. But I do normalize myself on not doing that because I guess, I don't know, it's bad performance, it's not professional, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But guess what? I'm watching this boy right now. I don't finna watch Fed, but I did it. I didn't feel like, honestly, but yeah. But to really and truly speak about really and truly speak about like the new season and like this site setup, it's not gonna be like back to back. I'm just gonna probably pick one topic and talk about it. But I would go like, like I'm gonna go like through both of them like equally. But anyways, with the new operator, I do honestly feel like my bad. That's like, wait, what is in my pocket? Hold on. What's in my pocket? I feel like I was supposed to eat it earlier. Toasted cheese, Lance, peanut butter, crackers. Yeah. Uh, it's the orange kind, not the original. But anyways, yeah. The new op, I feel like he's pretty cool. Like when I see him, I think of a Rooney, you know. So it's like a Rooney 2.0 in a way. But with the Rooney, it doesn't really like shock you. Well, not technically it does shock you, but I don't know. I feel like it's way different than like the new op. Um, yeah, and then on top of that, with that too, I do honestly enjoy like the what's the word? It's like kind of like Fortnite in a way, but it's like minus building geometry. That's what it's called, right? No, I'm stupid, but something like that. But anyways, it's like, bro, I do generally like the new op. Like I've seen gameplay, I've seen clips, I've seen like, I haven't really watched actual gameplay, but I've seen gameplay like in like, the teasers and whatnot. So it's like I don't really like I don't really like know completely how good the person is as an operator. So I'm gonna probably see if like Spoit or Fett or even like anyone else try the new operator, and I'm gonna watch it and see like how good or like just like how the person actually works. You know what I'm saying? But on the end, I do like the new op just based on what I see. There's gonna be a lot of new things coming through C2 as well, and I was I was under Sinval tweet today. Like bro was talking, no, not him, but it was somebody under his comment on TikTok. That's what it was, talking about I could just use Ayana for the new operator or just shoot it EMP or all these counters that we all know. But it's like that's like saying trying to counter freaking. Wait, let me think about this. That's like saying countering Capcan, you know? But then again, it's all in your mind. Once you know they're a Capcan, you're gonna obviously want to look at every door frame. But then again, too, when times at an essence, you wouldn't have the time to look at a doorway, so you would pick the least expected doorway, and then boom, Capcan trap. So you can't really say, oh, just EMP it, just shoot it. But then again, you never have time. Same thing with fuse. Like people could say, oh, if I hear a fuse, I'll impact the roof, I'll shoot it, or I'll just do some cool shit. But in reality, when it's a team game and you're correlating, you can't do what you want to do all the time. So it's like that alone, it's like going back to like I could just EMP, I could just shoot it. The new op sucks, it's useless or blah blah blah. It's like, bro, in a 1v1, of course, yeah, because you have time, way more time than you need to actually get the kills or whatnot. But then again, when you have a five stack who knows what they're doing, you're not gonna be able to even throw a fucking EMP. Like, you would probably throw an EMP, good job, you got the fucking trap down, but then again, someone's watching that. So it's like you wouldn't even have like the ground to really push off that EMP alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like really and truly, I do feel like the op is gonna bring out a new mindset of players, very new mindset, high key annoying, and honestly, it's gonna bring a lot of like I don't know like I'm like okay, when I say bad vibes, I mean like in a good way. So it's like I don't know, like it's like trying to edit in Fortnite. Like like I seen screenshots and shit like that. It looks pretty cool. It's like this one trap can take so much ground off of like one ability. And I think he had like four throwables, maybe three. I think it's four though. But damn, it's like this guy, like he really has it. Like I do like that. I do like the new operator. But let's talk about sight. And you may think, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Okay, there's one thing with attacker and defending, like pushing something is easier and harder. We know that, but I'm just gonna get to the topic. When I watch this man play Christmas every time on Cafe, bro, they're winning. Like they're winning. No one pushes the windows in front of him. Like they're winning. Like I just can't get it. Like that's all I can say. They're winning. So just to make the push a bit better, I brought Goyo. But just to demonstrate, if you're ever playing Christmas and you bring Goyo, this is how you should set up Goyos. And I would say as an attacker, but I do have an attack for this setup. And I purposely did target him as well on the push of it on this map. Um, but yeah, honestly, really and truly, I do feel like Christmas is a power play, like a power position, because not only it holds like I won't say elbow, but like the forearm of like the map. Because let's just say your team does get bakery, and that's like on the opposite side of the map. I get that. But now, when you need that extra push coming from freezer and also holding your ground so you can actually plant, that's where Christmas side comes in at. And if you don't get that shit cleared up, you're probably not gonna die, but you're gonna probably stall more time on just trying to clear out one simple area just because it's a power spot. You know what I'm saying? So really and truly, I do believe that that Christmas spot in particular is very powerful. And also, I did want to ban Grim, but like really thinking about it, I didn't want to ban Grim because there's more problems than Grim just holding positions and is being able to push in general. So Grim will be available, and that sucks. Literally sucks. But I have banned Dokubi, Twitch, and Doki and Twitch are like a sub. So if you don't ban Doki, you can ban Twitch. Doki, Twitch, Glass, and Thermite. Thermite is for the freezer side, and Glass is Glass. So then again, Glass might not think you might not think that Glass is a not a good ban, but look at all these rotations. Look at all these vaults. Mind you, I'm gonna pause on that Glass topic. There's a in a vault. When it's a vault, the enemy team has literally 5 to 10 seconds to decide on if they want to vault over it because one, it gives away sound, and two, it makes them vulnerable. They can't ADS while trying to jump it, and it makes it harder for them to actually push something because 10 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10, not 9, 8 out of 10, someone's probably is watching that. And then on top of that, when you have a crouch through, it's way easier. That's how people just sneak in, you know? So having a vault, it makes sound cue and it also makes them like vulnerable like for like 5 seconds. And and yeah, so that's why I feel like and believe more people should do like try to really normalize knowing when to do a vault and doing a crouch because it's a big difference and it can change a game. But back on Glass. Uh yeah. Glass being Glass, literally. But like I said, like there's so many rotations, so many head holes, there's so many like vaults. So it's like Glass being Glass, he can just smoke off the power, like not even power spots. He can smoke off literally like the crosses and just peek freely if he wants to. He has nothing to worry about only because you're not gonna actually play that rotation. You're gonna play it as if like nothing is there or like it's not even there, you know? Damn, excuse me. So it's like only again you would expect something to happen, but only to happen when it's unexpected. Make sense? It was kind of like a mumbo jumbo, but hope it did. But anyways, yeah. So Doki, Twitch, if not Doki, Glass, and Thermite. That is 4 bands, but like I said, Doki and Twitch is one. So say it again. That's funny. Doki slash Twitch, Glass, and Thermite. And I honestly think that it's not nothing. That's not bad to say. Is it bad to say? That's bad. I don't know, but like in my head, like okay, I'm gonna say this. In my head, and like the people I play and watch does play a big role on like how I pick ops and ban ops. So it's like it's not just oh you're just picking any op and putting on a video or you're just trying to ban any op to look cool. Fuck up, eat dick. Sorry, you too. Anyways, like bro, like no, like I literally have to like it is. It's not crazy to say because everyone does it. Well, I do like I watch certain people, like I think that that's not normalized in like siege. Like you can watch someone and like them, support them, love them, but like do you actually watch them to actually learn things? That's shit. If I'm gonna watch Uzi, I gotta learn something. If I'm gonna watch Spoit, to kill, sins, uh what? Shout out BG. Varsity, if I'm gonna watch like Penguin, I ain't gonna lie, Penguin's cool. Penguin's cool as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. Him, what? One more. Skittles. Like, I'm gonna learn something from these guys. I'm not just gonna watch them. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. You're so tall. You're so rich. Nigga, I'm not no fucking honey man, boy. I'm not the honey pack you wanna put in your pocket for the next. I was a bad, fucking build up. But nigga, I ain't no honey pack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like I'm gonna support all the way through, but I'm gonna drain the fuck out these videos, bro. Cause I gotta know, bro. Like, nigga, I'm bad as shit. Like, I'm not even good at the game. I'm high key bad, but I know the fundamentals, and that's what makes me blend in like in reality. But anyways, back on topic. Um, yeah. Uh, just be careful if you're gonna. That was a. Mm. if you're gonna if you're gonna play White Staircase as Kaede or Wame, oh yes, TMI. Everyone else is gonna play in sight and of course play the rotations correctly. But really and truly, when it comes to playing upstairs in I think it's called Fire Hall. When it comes to playing Fire Hall, you need to be careful because I don't like the fact that majority of the times when I watch Cafe, Kitchen, and Serve gameplay, they do have this sorry, they do have this cooking wall open like as a vault and some like it's I see it rarely, but then again too when it comes to like red hallway, it is a vault there as well. So it's like I kind of got used to it. I did like it. I think I was watching Sin Val and I seen it like that's pretty cool. So I made it my own little thing and like try to like not make it better, but like try to make it more reasonable for my head, like for my mindset, and just have certain players play certain positions. Um, and I do like the fact that not all the time. Why is the ad playing, bro? That's why I'm not even focused. What the fuck? And like I do want to make it not easier, but I want to make it comfortable. Like I'm always saying this. As a defender, it's not about making it easy, it's about making yourself comfortable. It's like if you're gonna make a rotation too close to another rotation, the moment you take the rotation, you're already vulnerable. A rotation doesn't work like that. Like prime example, like the cooking kitchen setup, like there's two rotations too close. If I want to rotate, I have to watch my back as I rotate. That's not how it should work. But then again, as a player, as you doing that, you should know what is the cost of you putting two rotates together and being too close to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like don't put it in your blame about, oh, I couldn't get there fast enough or all these excuses all above. It's like, bro, you knew what you were doing. So if you're gonna play this site, play it the way that you know it has to be played. So it's like there should be no complaining about how, oh, why did I die here? Who put this rotation here? That was a fat ass moment. That was a fat ass mumbo jumble. Calm down, bro. Slow down. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Anyways, chair. Anyways, it's like, bro, you shouldn't be worried about that stuff because you knew what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, um, I do like to demonstrate how I intend things to work. So I've noticed like in the majority of my setups, it's not actually me in sight and like showing all these things. And I won't lie, I don't recall once actually being on topic making a setup video. Only because, hear me out, only because I like to play from attackers and the defense POV. Because half of the time you would get the defense POV and call it cool as shit, or you would call it, oh, that shit is so trash. But when you do it as the attacker and you attack it, it's so difficult to push it because the player, it's not the freaking operator, it's the player. So it's like, only in the end, just be careful how you talk about setups, how you talk about players in general, operators. Be careful because you would say one player is trash, they would use the trash operator and smoke you, and vice versa. You would say this, you say Scopo is trash, and then you would get smoked every time by Scopos. Why? Because you just lack skill, in that area, It's like, hold on, let me cook. It's something like this. It's way better to fight a Caviar because you know the Caviar's gameplay as a Caviar. That's every Caviar. But then it comes down to the gunfight to see who is good. Now, this. Now, with Scopos, it's not harder or easier. It's just, I would say, in between, only because she can be in two places at once. But then again, her ability in itself is to technically teleport from point A to point B, but make sound cues, and it's like it's a toll on her. So it's like you wouldn't really expect much from a Scopos, but when you do, you're surprised. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if that kind of makes sense, that's how I'm trying to think about it because it's like not every operator is trash, and not every player slash operator slash anything is trash. It's just the player who's doing it and how good they are. And yeah, I think that's it. No, not it. Wame should be roaming, mid roaming. Watch that area. Watch the hatch. If you want to. Yeah. To be real, I don't play Frost, but I do like to learn Frost in a way because I feel like half of the time with Frost, it's not like you don't know it's there, so obviously you're gonna shoot it while you hop it, like the vault, like a prompt. But it's always that one person who watches their frost mats. So it's like even though you do shoot the frost mat, you have one disadvantage. You're looking down, and then just literally catch you lacking doesn't make it any better than just to you shooting a frost mat and surviving. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I survived the frost mat. Now what? Like she seems useless. But with a good frost, when they watch all three of their frost mats, it's difficult to actually like interrupt that mindset because let's just say you do shoot a frost mat and you manage to survive that push. Yeah, but you realize she heard you shoot her frost mats. She knows you're inside. So by the time you even peek a corner, she's already pre-firing that corner like you're already there, and you're surprised. How the hell did she know, bro? You're not gonna shoot a frostman and hop back out. And there's sound cues on everything. So depending on if you vote in or out, that person who's watching the frostman, she would know. Like they would know that you shot it. So it's an automatic trigger to honestly play it like it was never there. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really think about Frost. It's like playing Frost like Frost mats are never there. Don't give it away. Like if you just leave an open area and then you have Frost, they're gonna obviously know there's a Frost mat here because it's way too quiet. I'm surprised no one's playing this. And if you just strictly rely on a Frost mat, it will and it can fuck you in the end because once again, no one's watching it. No one is gonna really notice a frost mat missing. But like I said, a good frost player would watch all three of the frost mats and like, hear sound cues and whatnot and Bade Squaze. Um um weird. Yeah. Uh Look, my mind is everywhere. So I am sorry for like me speaking in like three different natives, different tongues. Yeah, forgive me. And importantly, Respect me, boy. Make sure you reinforce that hatch. As a roamer on any map, when it comes to defending multiple floors, you would need to have that mindset on not trying to normalize just watching one set of a staircase or just one floor, maybe two. But then when it comes to three or more floors, you're gonna have to watch multiple floors, not all at once, but have a good eye on them because half of the times, half of these floors lead to sight. You know, that's like playing Oregon. You know, like one hatch is already sight. You know, because not all maps have hatches above sights. You know what I'm saying? So like it's kind of a it's a stretch when you have to like work less for a hatch and then more because now you're gonna know someone's watching this versus having a hatch like far from sight. The bare minimum it might be kayated. I mean a kayak claw. That's it. But bare minimum is gonna be like a freaking reinforced. That's about it. But like the most it will is gonna be kayak clawed. So it's like just remember that. And it's really important to actually think like that. Well, not like how I'm saying it, but in a way that don't try to disregard the small things. And that's where with any siege player they messed up at is like the small things. It's like you might not think that mute jammer doesn't mean anything only because it didn't get no drones. But the moment you push and want to drone a certain area, you can't sit in that spot, you know? And it's that small, you know, like people love to sit outside in that like near the walls or like in a corner, then what do you know? It's a fucking mute jam right there. So you can't even go on your drone while being outside. You know what I'm saying? Now you're forced to play YouTube. And you're forced to like get this thing out the way because it's annoying you. It's stopping you from pushing. And literally that's what mute is for, stopping drones. But importantly, it's kind of stopping you from getting intel. But minus drones and intel, it stops you from using anything if you're in the range of it, you know? But to be real, it does. When my voice cracked, like it didn't crack, but it sounded like I'm crying. But it does take like a toll sometimes when you have to realize, oh shit, someone's here. Oh shit, I have to watch this. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's the biggest toll ever in Siege. Is like when you have to do, like when you have to do what you have to do, and that might sound normal as hell. Well, duh, you have to. No, what I mean by that is like you have to go out your way just to win a game. And it's like it's not like any other game. It's like I can just sit here and camp and get a kill. No, you have to go out your way. Like you have to be uncomfortable, you know? So it's like and I do recommend this. And I made it a tweet too. If you want to join the military, if you want to do any type of Navy, anything, you need to play Siege. Siege is the game where it would literally like it will dismantle you in the way that you would appreciate the people that fought for us, for America. I ain't go too deep, but that's how I see it. Like you appreciate it because Siege is not just shoot, gun, run, bro. No, like I'm gonna hit you from miles away, and you would be mad as hell. Why the fuck is this angle existing? You know, so it's like get the message, get the grip, have a grip, and then if you have those, you would understand why you hold the weapon, you know? And say it again. Whoa, I just cooked. See the grip, have the grip, and you will see why you hold the weapon, you know? So it's like, feel it, be one with it, bro. Um, what else? Yeah, like always, have fun, and G. Jeez.